Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome, and if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. I am so excited that I cannot even talk. But today we're going to play with some indie makeup, and today's makeup is all about eye swatches, and we're going to play with JD Glow eyeshadows. Now this is the first time I've purchased something from JD Glow, and I have their 5 Galaxy eyeshadows with me. I am so excited. So if you guys want to see some magical eye swatches, hand swatches, everything, then please keep on watching. So these are the 5 shadows that I have with me, and obviously I've put it in a ColourPop's Z palette, but yes, these are the color story that we are going to play with. I thought that 5 shadows would be a great way to start my collection with JD Glow. And if you guys do not know, the Galaxy shadows in JD Glow are supposed to be like shifty and multi-dimensional and duochromes and multichromes and all stuff like that, which I'm all up for it. Now, I have to tell you why I did this purchase. You guys know my love for Pat McGrath shadows. And I basically love those Pat McGrath shadows because of the Blitz Astral shades, which is on that right corner, the 4 shadows on the rightmost corner of the palette. Let me show it to you guys. So the Pat McGrath palette that I have with me is the Bronze Seduction 5 palette, and I've showed you this palette like so many times on this channel, and that's just because, and I think all the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes are special because of these 4 shades on like the rightmost corner, and these are like the most sparkly things and dimensional things that you would ever see and experience. So I thought, let's just dip into some indie brands like multichrome eyeshadows and see if they can compete to that or not. I did swatch these things yesterday because I just got these babies yesterday, and I started comparing, and I was amazed to see how close these are. Now, I was also eyeing the Mothership 1 from Pat McGrath. What is that called? It's called the Subliminal palette, and there was a particular shade in that palette which is like an icy lavender sparkly shade of all goodness that just captured my heart. But the rest of the shade in those palettes are so bland, at least to me, I would say, because it's like too gray for my liking. And you guys know I love cool tones, but I hate grays on me. So I thought if I could get those shadows as singles, I would highly appreciate that, but without costing that much. So I went into the JD Glow's website. Now, I had heard this from Amanda here on YouTube, and her channel is Makeup Just for Fun, and I will link it in the description box below for you guys to check her out. That's when I first heard about these shadows, and then I was like browsing their website. It felt pretty affordable for the pan sizes that they have. Now, I will compare it with the other shadows just for you guys to see how big these pans are. So just for a reference, these are like the ColourPop shades and the Ofra shades in the bottom, and these are the JD Glow shades. So you can see a significant amount of product is there in the JD Glow shadows. If you want to see the specifications, I would say the JD Glow shadows have 2.7 grams of product, in a 37 mm pan. So that's too much of product, I would say. And the price of these shadows would be listed on the screen and in the description box below. So don't worry about that. But I was so intrigued. Now I saw the shade specifically called Good God on their website, and that reminded me of that shade in the Mothership 1 palette, which was called Astral White Shadow. And I was like, I need to test these baby out. And that's how I made my purchase. So long story short, let's start. I have so many comparable shades to these shadows. Now, when I think about it, I would say I might not buy any more Pat McGrath shadows for their mattes, because I can get those shimmers that I drool on from all of these indie brands, and these have like surprised me in the swatch. So without further blabbering, let's put these babies on my eyes. So the first shade that I want to swatch for you guys is the shade called Peachy Keen, and this is described as a peach with a green flip, and this I found was a very good dupe to Natasha Denona's Gold Palette's Lime Chrome Shadow. And this has like a strong green flip, if you can see, with like a peach base. Oh my God. Okay, wait till I put these babies on my eyes. I've obviously done my base makeup. I just wanted to play with these shadows as quickly as possible. So I'll link everything in the description box below for you guys to check it out. But let's just dive right in. It's super smooth, I would say. This is the one shadow that I would say is the smoothest out of the rest of the shadows that I purchased from their website. This is more of like that smooth shimmer, and rest all of them are like super textured, very softly pressed, and super dimensional. So yeah, let's start off with this. Can you see that? Oh my God, I really hope that my camera captures the shade. I mean, I'm not going to apply anything else on my eyes except these shadows, so that I really want these shadows to be the star of the show and for you guys to see the colors in all of its glory. So I'm just going to apply that, and I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just blend the edges out for you guys. Oh my God, this is crazy. And I'll give you the comparison swatches and stuff like that. But yes, this is how JD Glow's Peachy Keen looks on the eyes. It has a strong duochrome. I can definitely see it on my eyes. I really hope that the camera can capture that too. Let me live swatch it for you guys. So this is Peachy Keen swatched. Look at that, the peach. Can you see that peach? So in this angle, it completely looks like a peach, and oh my God, this is crazy. It actually does remind me of Play Hard from Nabla's Secret Palette too. So I'm going to swatch the shade called Cassandra from the Alter Ego Goddess palette, which reminds me of that lime chrome shade from the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I would say it's just comparable. Definitely not a dupe, I would say, because I feel like it's like two different shades for sure. And this was Alter Ego's Gold palette's shade, which was known as Cassandra. And let me swatch the shade from Nabla's Secret palette, which is the shade called Play Hard. And this has, I think, more of green and less of peach in it. But this would be more closer shade compared to that shade which is called Peachy Keen. So see, this is much more closer to this shade. And this is like the Play Hard shade from Secret palette is like one of my favorite shades in that palette. So those were the comparisons for the shade Peachy Keen. So the next shadow that I want to swatch for you guys is called Sin. And this is described as a sheer light lavender shade with green flip. So can you see that lavender coming through? And then the green coming through. So that's a sheer lavender with a green flip. Absolutely stunning shade, I would say. And this, I could find a comparable dupe to this shade from the Anastasia Amrezy palette. And the shade name is called Barb. Again, another stunning shade from that palette too. Can you see that? What a terrible swatch. And from the Anastasia palette, this is the shade that I'm talking about, which is Bar. So let me swatch that too right next to it. This is also, the Bar shade from that palette is also very, very softly pressed in the palette. So let me swatch that. This is like exactly the same shade. Look at that. So if you guys do have a Mcgrath palette, you do have that same shade with you. The same duochrome that you see in the shade Sin, it's basically the same shade. So let's put that on our eyes. I'm going to take that shade called Sin. I'm going to swatch it on this eye. Oh my God. It's so reflective. Oh my goodness. So this is how Sin looks on my eyes. Wow, I am impressed. And you would see all the sparkle and the shine when the flash hits it. I really hope that was helpful because it was super awkward to me. So let's move on. Let me just wipe off this and we'll move on to the next shadows. Now let's move on to the shade which actually inspired me to buy this whole thing, and that is called Good God. And this is defined as a lilac with a silver and a green. So a lilac with a silver and a green. Oh my God, the shift is unreal. Okay, so let's put this baby on our eyes. It's super flaky, if you can see. Like, it's super flaky and super softly pressed. So I am like just patting it so that I can apply it on my eyes. Oh my God. This is stunning. If you are a person who loves duochromes, you would absolutely love it. Now, if you are a person who really doesn't want to invest in a palette full of colors and glitters and stuff like that, I would highly recommend you to go to their website and see what color speaks to you, and you can buy those singles and wait for actually a sale to happen. I mean, you would definitely find coupon codes all over the internet. So yeah, feel free to use whatever is available on the internet. But these shadows are absolutely gorgeous. Let me swatch it for you first. So this is the shade Good God. Oh my God, look at that swatch. It's stunning shade. It is absolutely stunning. And this is how it's swatched onto my eyes. In person, it's looking stunning. It's absolutely stunning. So let's move on to the next shadow, which is called Anomaly. So this is defined as a glittery light teal shade with deep teal and deep purple flip. Can you see that deep purple and the deep teal? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I have no words. And let me swatch it to you. And that is the shade Anomaly. And this is like a one swipe swatch situation happening here. I am impressed. I am a purple lover. So yeah, I have no doubts that this is going to be stunning. I have feelings. Oh my God, this is stunning. Wow. This is unreal. Oh my goodness. I can actually see pink also. I don't know why did they not mention pink? Because I can definitely see teal and purple and pink. Wow. Man, this is stunning. And the shade that was similar to this was from Mothership 3 Subversive palette, and the shade name is called Blitz Amethyst. So again, this is how it looks on my eyes. Oh my God, the dimension is like crazy. I am excited. Okay, now finally the shade that I have is called Unexpected. And if you're gonna buy one shade, I highly recommend you to get the shade called Unexpected. And if you guys do have the Mothership 5 palette, you can completely skip on it because this is absolutely a dupe to my Mothership 5 palette, and the shade name is called VR Fire Opal. Let me swatch it for you guys and then I can show it to you. Now this shade Unexpected is defined as a glittery silvery green gold with purple, green, teal and gold effects to it. I mean, look at that. Purple, green, gold, silver. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that a shadow can do so many things. Look at that. So that is Unexpected. Unexpected. And let me swatch the shade that dupes the shade, and it is this shade, which is VR Fire Opal, this one. Let me swatch that for you. Oh my God, look at that. That's VR Fire Opal. It's more of green, right? But very, very similar, I would say, especially when I saw it at night when I was swatching and playing with this. And dare I say, I feel like, oh my God, should I even say it? I feel like JD Glow is more shiny and more sparkly. Let me show it to you with flashlight on. Look at that. I really think that it is not capturing on the camera, which, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Look at that. Oh, okay. So let me get these swatches off. Now let me swatch Unexpected. Oh my God. Oh, what was that sound? I'm so sorry. It's just the feeling speaking. Oh my goodness, this is stunning. Can you see this? I really hope you do. So this is Unexpected. I can just sit with this the entire day and just stare at my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off these swatches and I'm going to do an eye look for you guys. Okay, so I'm so ready for this eye look. It's just that I don't know what we'll do. So I'm going to start off my base shades using my Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. And I'm going to dip into that shade called Vanilla Cream, which is like a matte vanilla shade all across my eyelid. I just have a little bit of concealer underneath. I really want to test out at least 2 shades on my lids. Man, okay. Okay. I have so much to do. I'm going to dip into that shade called Caramel from the palette, this one. And I'm going to lightly dust it in the crease. Just for like some kind of a crease shade. And this is a very neutral caramel shade, I would say. Pop that same thing on my lower lash line too. And then for my outer corners, I'm going to dip into that shade called Hazelnut from the palette. And this is a little bit more of a warm brown shade, just to give some kind of a dimension on the outer corners. I'm going to take the same shade on my lower lash line too. I'm going to take a tiny bit of mocha from the palette, and this is a deep neutral brown shade, just to intensify the outer corners a tiny little bit. Now let's begin the fun. Now what I want to do is, oh my god, what all do I do? I really want to play with these three eyeshadows right in the middle, and that's Good God, Sin, and Anomaly. Let's just put Anomaly on the center of our eyelids because I cannot wait. I'm gonna put that. You guys know how much I love purples, so it's not gonna be a shock for anybody who does watch my channel that I really love my purples. And this is more of like that blue, purple, oh my god, blue, purple, teal, pink. And I'm using my fingers because I really don't want like much fallout on my eyelids. And since they are like so softly pressed, I'm guessing that they might have fallout. If you want me to test that, I'll do that in my inner corners because I'm hearing you guys say, Smithy, test it for us. I was like, okay, just like that. Oh my god, stunning. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade called Good God from the palette. I'm going to take it on a flat brush. I've not sprayed anything. I'm just tapping it right on top of the inner corner. A lot less punchy if I apply it with the brush. So I'm going to go back to my fingers. Look at that. Okay. I need to stop that noise. Oh my god, that's stunning. I'm just going to melt both of these shades together right in the center. Now I'm going to take that shade called Sin, which is that light lilac pink shade. Plop it right in the inner corner. I mean, we definitely don't need much more like sparkle, but I mean, why not? Oh my goodness. Okay. I am like, oh, I'm so excited. I cannot even tell you guys. You guys can see, I know. So I'm feeling like I should dip back into the shade called Double Shot because it's purple. Just to mix something on the lower lash line because we have a lot purple going in the upper lid. So we're going to mimic that on our lower lash line. Oh my god, I cannot. Okay, I'm just going to line my lids and apply some mascara and I'll get right back. And that's my final look. I cannot even tell you how obsessed I am with this eye look. While I'm saying it, my eyelashes are popping out. I am absolutely in love with this. So for the final time, this is how everything is turning out. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's getting all the effect that a shimmery, sparkly Pat McGrath shadow can give it to us. If you ask me which would be like my top preferences out of the shadows that I own, I would definitely say Unexpected, Anomaly, Good God are easily my top favorites. Even Sin is super cute. I mean, if you are into greens, you would absolutely love the Peachy Keen also. I feel I have a lot of this green peach shift in my collection. If I knew that this is going to perform like that, I would have not purchased it myself. That's how I would feel. But the texture is also super different of the Peachy Keen as compared to the rest of the shades. In all, I would give 2 thumbs ups from my side to JD Glow. And I would definitely check them out when they have a sale again. I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys, and if you guys were eyeing JD Glow shadows, this would definitely route you to that direction because I mean, I cannot obsess over this anymore, I would say. But yes, if you guys are new to my channel, please do subscribe before leaving and also ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I upload 3 times a week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!